Ishubon and Guru in the house, back with another Arsenal news episode where, ladies and gentlemen, you will love the news episode that I have here for you guys. It includes every goddamn player on the planet to being linked with Arsenal. No, just joking, because yes, it involves a lot of players. It involves minimum 3, and of course, big breaking: Thierry Henry confirms that he actually is a part of Daniel Ek's group in attempting for a 2 billion deal to buy out Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen, from the Kroenkes. He thought that he could take it upon himself to get the job done. More on that, and of course a lot of other footy news as well related to Arsenal. So stay tuned for that, and of course some bigger pile of transfer news as well being dumped your way. So let's just jump into it. And of course, if you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be. Consider subscribing. The first news is that, of course, Glenn Kamara, Rangers player, Slavia Prague getting, he actually kicked the goalkeeper and actually was sent off, but he was racially abused, and the player who did against him, Kudela, was Andre Kudela. He was given a ban for a lot of games as well. So, a recruitment source has told Football Insider that Arsenal have shortlisted Glenn Kamara, who's 25 years of age, ex-Arsenal player, as a potential target, and have let it be known they're willing to offer him a 5-year deal, according to Footy Insider 247. Yes, according to Footy Insider, they believe that Arsenal are in the midst to sign the best, the potential players, and one of those that we actually are linking in with is Glenn Kamara. And talking about another player in the midst is Boubakary Soumaré. Now, Brendan Rodgers is making a stunning £35 million bid for the French midfielder Boubakary Soumaré to bring him to Leicester City. The Foxes hope to agree a fee with Lille for the powerful star and offer him a deal worth £5 million to join them. That would be his salary. It is a huge statement by Leicester, who are prepared to back Rodgers as they prepare for Champions League football and keep him happy. Well, Soumaré has been on Premier League wish lists for a couple of years. Newcastle, West Ham, Tottenham, Manchester United, Arsenal were linked with him as well. So you got to understand that Leicester are serious about spending big and hope to clinch the deal immediately. Soumaré has been a key part of Lille's title bid, with Ligue 1 leaders 1 point clear of Paris Saint-Germain this season. Gaultier, Lille boss, said that in February, at every transfer window we talk about him. I know that he was in demand this winter, but he was very clear with the president he wants to continue with us. The competition, the transfer window, the situation has not always been easy for him, but I think he has a greater clarity in his mind. So let's see how things will change for now. And talking about other stuffs, ladies and gentlemen, it's groundbreaking, and it's clear that Thierry Henry has confirmed that he's part of Daniel Ek's group in attempt to buy out Arsenal in a £2 billion deal. Last week it was claimed Spotify CEO Daniel Ek has teamed up with Thierry Henry, Patrick Vieira, and of course Dennis Bergkamp to try and buy Arsenal away from Stan Kroenke. Well, he was asked if he was part of the potential takeover team. Henry, speaking on Sky Sports Monday Night Football, said, "It is true. It is true. Daniel is an Arsenal fan. He did not say it for any publicity. He has been an Arsenal fan for a very long time. He approached us, we listened to him, and we knew first and foremost that he wanted to involve the fans." He says, Daniel is an honest man. We had a conversation with the supporters' trust. He reached out, and there's going to be a bid. We're trying to bring a solution. We need to put the DNA back into the club. The identity for me is long gone. The Daniel Ek already reached out. He has the funds they need to see. We are trying to find a solution involving the fans. Let's see where it goes. He reached out. I cannot talk about how much it is. That's been Daniel and the Kroenke family. It's going to be long and not easy. Daniel will not move away. He will be waiting to see if they are willing to sell. Ladies and gentlemen, it is clear. It is groundbreakingly clear that Arsenal are definitely being sold if Daniel Ek's resolve doesn't fall short. Moving on, so Kevin Campbell is in awe with Emil Smith-Rowe getting a new contract deal at Arsenal now. He believes, as quoted to Sky Sports, Arteta revealed that the clubs are planning to give him, since improving Arsenal and his performance, Smith-Rowe is about to get a new deal. Kevin Campbell since can't keep calm. He says, Smith-Rowe is the only one of the youngsters left we need to sign. Martinelli, Saka and Balogun have all signed. We just need Smith-Rowe to put pen to paper, and then we are in business. He definitely deserves a new deal after what he's done this season. To get him tied down would be a fantastic. He has proven himself this season. He's a great player. It would be perfect if we could get him on a long-term contract. Those four players are going to be massively influential at Arsenal in the coming years. I cannot think of many clubs that have four better youngsters. So those are the perfect words of appreciation that you would want to hear. So moving on, Robin van Persie has joined Feyenoord's under-16 team as assistant manager and will be coaching his own son Shaquille next season. While the Netherlands' record goal scorer ended his glittering career 2 years ago at Feyenoord itself, but Van Persie is now set to work with his son Shaquille, who has apparently taken after his father on the pitch. Let's see. Feyenoord decided to promote him to the youth squad under manager Brian Pinas. Let's see how that will change. Wembley Chiefs have confirmed that the FA have actually begun its formal investigation into the proposed breakaway, demanding answers from all of the Big Six, and the Prem agreed, vowing to ensure its rule book would rule out any possibility of the plotters coming back for a second attempt. Club chiefs will also have to sign an owner's charter in future. A statement read that the Premier League, supported by the FA, is taking the following actions to protect our game, our clubs and their fans from further disruption and uncertainty. Additional rules and regulation to ensure the principles of the Premier League and open competition are protected. A new owner's charter that all club owners will be required to sign up to, committing them to the core principles of the Premier League. Breaches of these rules and the charter will be subject to significant sanctions. We are enlisting the support of government to bring in appropriate legislations to protect football's open pyramid, principles of sporting merit and the integrity of the football community. And we will work with the fan groups, government, UEFA, the FA, EFL, PFA and LMA to defend the integrity and future prospects of English football. Also, up to 9,500 fans will be allowed in the Europa League final at Gdansk, where local authorities in Gdansk, Poland have announced they plan to allow up to 25% of the stadium's capacity to be filled for the May 26th showpiece. Manchester United looks set to be there, but it looks like either it's going to be Villarreal or Arsenal from the other end. So UEFA said ticket sales have now started exclusively on UEFA.com and will run until 2 p.m. CEST on Friday 7th May 2021. Supporters from abroad will have to comply with border entry restrictions and the requirements that will be enforced at the time of the final, as no exemptions will be granted to ticket holders. Access to the stadium will be granted in line with the applicable local legislations, which is to be confirmed by the local authorities during this week and may include the need for a proof of a vaccine or a negative test result. UEFA will reimburse the full price of the ticket to successful buyers should a reduction to the stadium capacity be announced by the local authorities at a later stage. So that's the beauty of the things that might go through. So Dermot Gallagher believes Granit Xhaka was lucky not to receive a red card on his tackle on Alan Saint-Maximin. Now, so ex-Premier League referees told to Sky Sports that I thought it was a body check. I saw that he had already had a yellow card for a hack at Alan Saint-Maximin earlier in the game. And I see this and I think the referee Mike Dean has got a decision to make. Does he give him a last warning? Does he give him a second yellow card and send him off? He chose the former, but had he chosen the latter, Xhaka could have not have complained. I agree. I think that was really unwanted or uncalled for. But moving on, so it looks like Arsenal have already reportedly found an ally in their pursuit of Guido Rodriguez. Well, Mikel Arteta is believed to be interested in the 27-year-old as he wants to improve his defensive midfield option. Rodriguez has impressed for Betis since joining from Mexican side America last summer. Well, and Spanish newspaper Estadio Deportivo are reporting that River Plate, Rodriguez's first club, are monitoring the situation. Should the player make a rumoured £43.5 million switch to the Emirates, the Argentine side may receive a chunk of fee due to training rights for the player. So, you never know. Tony Cascarino believes Arsenal and Tottenham are a mess. While he's speaking to TalkSport, he said, I was just thinking about how much of a mess these two clubs have got themselves into, and it stems from ownership that has played a massive part. The clubs are in a mess. Both have built new stadiums, state of the art. The Emirates was brilliant when it was built, compete with the very best in Europe, and Tottenham have done likewise. The problem is they're a mess on the field. Things are going to be changing at those two clubs. Arteta has got a massive challenge in reinventing Arsenal. He will get this summer to do that, but 10 games into next year, if things are not very different, he will not survive. Big questions are coming along, but moving on. So Everton are eyeing Arsenal target Ivan Toney. Well, Everton are eyeing up a 30-goal scorer, Ivan Toney. Everton are readying a summer bid for Brentford striker Ivan Toney. The 30-goal man has been a revelation for the Bees this season and can expect to be playing for Premier League next season, even if his current club fail to secure promotion. Let's see how things will turn out to be. Will Ivan Toney be joining Arsenal, Everton or whichever club? But it's pretty much sure that Brentford will find it very difficult to keep him with them in the next season. So with this we end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing.